morning. Hope everything's working correctly. Let me see. One moment. How are you guys doing? Hey, Rose. Hey, Kim. Good morning. My dogs came running because I just said, hey, Rose. They think somebody's at the door. It's funny. They're like, oh my God, who's here? How is everyone? I guess there was an earthquake in Ohio. Ducky said she woke up to an earthquake this morning, so let's have a little bit of a prayer for the people of Ohio. It's got to be pretty scary for them. I know that Ducky was a little bit spooked. I'm from California, so we're sort of used to earthquakes, but this being the spiritual meteorologist, we may want to say a little prayer for the people of Ohio. I look at earthquakes as an interesting thing. To me, earthquakes are kind of like the Earth's way of sort of taking the negative energy that we place into it, or that we kind of leave laying around. The Earth sort of absorbs it, transmutes it, and releases it back into the sort of the biosphere through earthquakes. That's my metaphysical outlook on it. So earthquakes to me are sort of like the Earth's way of releasing its stress, or our stress that we put upon it. So they're not necessarily bad things, but they can be scary. We were talking about it this morning, about how I've been through a few of them being from San Francisco. It seems like time stops, and everything, it feels like the walls are breathing. And it's probably a lot like maybe passing over. Like the material world just starts to get all fluid and weird. So anyways, I'm here today. I'm posting to groups right now. Just give me one moment. I hope you guys had a good night last night. Sorry about the traffic noise. There's a lot of traffic noise this morning. That's why I've got the music playing in the background to try and drown that out. And if you guys don't know about the megahertz music on YouTube, check it out. This is, I think, fear blockages, 852 megahertz. So when you listen to it over long periods of time, it helps to sort of rewire your brain. So needless to say, I've been listening to it quite a bit. So as to rewire my brain. Just because I've been in my own sets of fears and anxieties about different things that are going on, which some of you know about and some of you don't. Hey, Karen McIntosh, good morning. Good morning, good morning. I don't know if those of you that are watching from the other chats, I've posted it to other rooms. I don't know if I can see your guys' comments. I'm really not super Facebook familiar. If I am not, if I'm not able to see your comments, I'm sorry. You can always go to my personal page and find out information about how to get to my business page, and from there, this video through Restream is posted directly there, and I can see comments there. Hey, Michaela, happy birthday! I heard you were on Facebook, but now you're moving to YouTube. Great, that's fine. I hope that you were okay in the earthquake too, and a happy birthday to you, Michaela. So yeah, so I put on 852 megahertz, I think it's called. Let me double check that. 852 hertz. Release unconscious bad energy, spiritual, whatever. So I think that's kind of what's going on in Ohio, so I thought it was rather fitting, and we don't want any bad energy on this podcast or this little forecast. I've done my prayers, I've saged the room, I've saged the space, I've saged the live, I've called in all the angels, God, the Ascended Masters, and everybody else to help us through this forecast today. Buddha's a little off-center. Let's get Buddha kind of more correct. Let's get Buddha out of my face. There we go. Okay, so let's look at our card for the day, right? That's why we're all here. We want to see what's going to happen today, energetically, right? We've already got some stuff moving around energetically in Ohio. Okay, so I'm going to say this about the shuffle. This shuffle still feels a little sluggish. I don't feel like it's like total resistance, though. I feel like the energy is slowed or something. It's really strange to me. I feel like when I was shuffling, the cards wanted to come together, but they were coming together slowly. Like it's a process. Like just build upon it, allow it to happen, trust the process is kind of what I was getting. Maybe I should turn that down. Sorry. Want to be that relaxed. It's like a trust the process sort of thing, in the sense that it felt like there may be a little bit of resistance, but it's not like totally frustrating, totally annoying. It's more just kind of slowing things down, making us find patience, making us sort of like with that surfer card, if we're still in our surfer space, we want to rise above. Like right now we have that, you know, I mean, those of you that are talking about the earthquake and stuff, we do have that, you know, an option. Do we float above that, or do we get sucked down into the fear of that? It's our choice, right? And you know, there is no wrong choice. You have to do what you need to do to process your emotions. So go right ahead and do that. But you do have that energy of the surfer card, the Man of Cups, in the behind all of this, leading out this week, right? So there is this opportunity to, yes, you can be emotional, but you don't have to let it overwhelm you or overtake you. I also feel like, God, this lamp is hot. Hold on one second. It's also kind of humid here. I'm going to turn it down a little bit. I also feel like, where was I going with that? Sorry, guys, I just woke up. I'm sort of a little bit out of it. I'm drawing a blank. Oh, I feel like we have a choice of whether or not we want to get sucked into it, and the energy is moving sort of slow, so it's giving us that opportunity to sort of take a look and see, like really consciously make a decision. Am I going to rise above it, or am I going to go and get into it? And we are going to get into it a little bit in the midweek with that moon card, but it's going to be a conscious decision to move forward into that moon card, into that intuition, into that introspection. And I think that's the slowness of this energy that's coming on these cards for me, is it feels like there's going to be times to really, you know, things might just move step by step by step, and we just got to keep doing the next right thing. Does that make sense? Okay, so today's card. Hey, Nancy Jennings, how are you? So, are you guys going to just discuss the earthquake the whole time? I feel like I'm just here in the background and everybody's all about this damn earthquake. Anyways, I'm going to say this. The card today is the Ace of Crystals, which is brilliance. You feel like there is a lingering slowness. That's what I'm talking about. And I feel like this lingering slowness, even though sometimes we like to move really quickly, it's actually a gift, because it gives us an opportunity to kind of take stock, look at what's going on, look at where we're at, look at how we want things to be, and then make conscious decisions to move forward with those things. Both with the Surfer card, where we're not getting too emotionally involved in the early part of the week, but then getting a little bit more emotionally involved, a little bit more intuitively involved, a little bit more like introspective by midweek with the moon Moon card. Remember, we're going to get to that Nine of Wands at the end of the week, which is integrity, which is a deeply spiritual card, which means that some things are going to be sorted out for us. So the card for today is the Ace of Crystals, which is brilliance. And this is a mind card. And it's funny because when I look at this card, it kind of looks like an earthquake. Like it's exploding forward, all of those crystals. It's a beautiful card. Let me try and get it a little bit closer and more centered. It's a beautiful card. It feels like, it being brilliance, it feels like there's an opportunity here, maybe in this slowness, maybe in this moment, to allow us to figure out where our thoughts go, what we're thinking about, how we're thinking, and make our thinking more brilliant, more empowered, more focused, more centered, more in the present moment, right? And from that, we get to sort of explode forward and really start to create beauty, start to create abundance. This is an ace card, so it means that there's a lot of energy, a lot of abundance, a lot of good things that are coming from this card. So I think that this is an opportunity here for us to think brilliantly, to remember that we are sort of, if we stay buoyant with that Man of Cups energy today, emotionally buoyant, don't get too much into our fear, don't get too much into our sadness, don't get too much into our heaviness of things. Stay buoyant and know that yes, that stuff exists, and yes, we can deal with it in due time. We have time later this week, but let's use this slowness or this opportunity to kind of look at things and go, is this really serving me mentally, right? Because when we start to take stock, or we start to take account of that and really look at it, we're going to find that maybe it's not, or maybe it needs to change, or maybe we're right on target and we're right in our brilliance and we're going to shine. When I think of this card, I think of that Rihanna song, Shine Bright Like a Diamond, right? And if you listen, how does the lyric go? It's like, shit, I can't think of how the lyric goes. It's the beautiful stars I see, I choose to be happy. And I love that line in the song. And then she goes, shine bright like a diamond. It's like reminding us to like find our own brilliance, remember who we are, remember what we're capable of, remember that our mind is a powerful, powerful tool. And what we choose to focus on and where we choose to put our attention and our intention is kind of what we're creating. I mean, if you look down here in the far corner, there is a desert, right? So we could focus on the desert. We could focus on, just getting lost in the cosmos. We could focus on like sort of the popping anger of this fireworks, or this whole big cluster of crystals, which is a ton of knowledge, a ton of like beauty and strength in crystals. Crystals are solid, strong, intelligent stones, right? They use them in computers, for Christ's sake. So there's all sorts of ancient wisdom in there. So if we let that come forward and just pop, and really pay attention to where our thoughts are today and stay light in that buoyant surfer Man of Cups energy, we might have some really great thought today. We might have some really moving moments of inspiration, let's say, mentally. And so I think that that's a really good card for today. I hope that you guys, hey, Lori Hill Mallet. Good morning, Jennifer Nichols. So I hope that you guys like that card. I hope that it sets off your day in a good way. It should. It's a very positive card. It's got a lot of energy. It's an ace card, guys. So it's about mental thought and where we put our mental thought, how we choose to put it, and also use that slower energy, that sluggish energy today to like almost take a breather and become a little bit more conscious of what we're thinking about. That's really what I feel like it's about, is that slower energy is allowing us to rise up above some of the normal dramas that we would normally get caught up in or get stuck in and find our way out of them. And that might be part of this Gemini new moon and all the weird eclipses and shit that are happening. There's a shift happening, I think. I hate to say this because it sounds so metaphysical, but there's a lot of talk about a shift and a change that's happening. And people are starting to really take into effect those realities and starting to really look at things a little bit closer. So this is an opportunity to mentally look at things a little bit closer and find some really good ideas about how we're thinking, where we're putting our intention and our attention, and changing it to work for us rather than against us. Okay? Hey, Kimberly McDonald. I like that. Yes. Hey, Teresa Barker. Welcome. So you guys, please like, share, subscribe, comment, put the video on your page. You never know, a friend or a family member might see it and like, share, and subscribe. I will add a subscribe button down here in this corner. No, wait. This, which hand is it? It's this corner here. I'm obviously not good at this. There will be a subscribe button here once you see it on YouTube finished, and when it's no longer live. Please put the video out there. I appreciate it, to any groups that you think would use it or enjoy it. My contact information is attached in the information of the video, or my link tree, which is in the title of the video. Go there. That shows you where to find me on Facebook, YouTube, how to book a private reading. I am available for private readings. They're done over the phone, payable via PayPal. And that's all available to you. Thank you, Christy Wilson. It's good to be back. I needed to be back. I was sort of stuck in a lot of my own crap. So this card actually is really apropos for me today too, because it's about like looking at where I'm at mentally and what am I putting my attention on. Trying to be more like Ducky, think positive, right? So, hey Belen, how are you? So, and it's a very positive card. It's brilliance, man. Shine in your brilliance. Shine in everything that you know to be true about who you are, and even the things that you don't know that you figure out today. Allow yourself the time and space to figure them out. If you get caught up in some thoughts that aren't so brilliant or don't feel so good, don't worry. You're still working on your way. You're still on your path. That's the part that gets me, is I get so caught up in it. Am I making a mistake? Am I doing the wrong thing? Am I fucking everything up by leaving Mexico? It's this crazy thing, but what I get in meditation all the time is that Spirit's just like, don't worry, no matter what, I'm there with you. Whatever decision you make, I'm there with you. And there's this part of this that we do have free will, so we're allowed to make the choices. We get to steer the ship, and Spirit gets to sort of, you know, ride in the back seat and have some say. It's up to us whether or not we let Spirit up into the front seat to guide us. And I'm really working on that more and more every day. So I'm going to take this card and run with it today, because I need me some brilliance. And I'm going to stay in that Mana Cup surfer energy, try not to get too pulled down into any drama or worry. I got a house showing in a bit. My dogs need to go out. And, you know, it's just I'll see you guys tomorrow. Again, hopefully I'll chit-chat with you guys in the group tonight. Who knows? There should be a pop-up this week, I'm hoping. Something fun. And so Ducky and I will talk about that once she can breathe from her, not volcano, from her earthquake incident. To me, earthquakes aren't scary. I'm from San Francisco, so we're kind of like, oh, it's another earthquake. It's like being from Japan. They're like, oh, earthquake. But to me now, since living in Texas, I remember being there when there was a tornado watch going on. I was like, tornado, what the fuck? You know, like, and everybody was like, get in your closet, get in your closet. And I had to grab the dogs and bring them into the closet, and I was really scared. It's not, but this is when nature reminds us, you know, that we're part of a much grander system that we're connected to, you know? And Ducky, just in a little aside, remember we talked yesterday and I was telling you what I've been in gratitude for in my meditations, about being in gratitude to the plant spirits, the animal spirits, the mineral spirits, and the elementals, also the weather spirits. And also gratitude to Gaia. If you do that in your meditations, I've found that the iguana's been coming to me, and birds have been outside my house, and just not strange, I shouldn't label them that way, but I found that the signs do come from those areas of life, and they are just as interconnected to us as we are to each other in the human form and in spirit form, right? So they're just another part of all of this whole cosmos, right? But they're just as interactive as we can be if we allow them to be and we open ourselves up to them. So this earthquake is a release of energy. It's probably a positive thing and not something to fear. Any suggestions for those of you who meditate? What I would do if it happened, I would probably get into meditation and reset my energy with the planet by grounding into it and asking to be in present time with the planet as it is now, in this present space, with the energy exchange that just happened. It may calm you. It might also put you more in line with whatever changes may have taken place from that earthquake energetically. That's my spiritual forecast. That's my energetic forecast. Thank you for tuning in to the 11 a.m. broadcast. I think I'm going to try and do it around this time every day. Sometimes earlier, sometimes later, but I think that 11 a.m. works for me. It gives me time to sort of get up and putter and all of that. But if I'm not exactly at 11, don't get too mad, because commitment is an issue for me sometimes. I'm working on it, guys. All right, I love you guys. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, follow, do all of those social things that social people do. And enjoy your brilliance today. Shine bright like a diamond. Go listen to that song. Turn it up really loud and dance and listen to the lyrics. I'm telling you, it's the shit. All right, have a good day, and so are you.